What's good, people? Welcome back to JP Sports TV. If you're new, press that subscribe button. Now, let's talk. Ballon d'Or. We all know that the winner will come out of these top three players: Jorginho, Lewandowski, Lionel Messi. Now, I'm not going to waste my time to even explain why Jorginho shouldn't win the Ballon d'Or, but I understand why he's in it, but I do believe Jorginho will be in the top three. Only because he won the Champions League and he was influential in that Chelsea side. He wasn't the best player. He was influential as well in Italy side that won the Euros. So he won two trophies. One at club level, one at international level. So he was obviously crucial in the style of play that Chelsea did. But for me, he shouldn't even be in the top three because this is individual award. I can say he was one of the best midfielders, but I can choose a bunch of players who had a better season than him individually. If we're talking statistically, we're talking even style of play, we're talking about things that are done on the football pitch, I can say someone like Mbappe scored over 40 goals last season, was obviously crucial in that PSG side last year, finished top scorer in the French league, scored a lot of goals in the Champions League, had moments as well where he stood out. Like I can tell you the hat-trick he scored at Camp Nou last season as well. But he's out of the discussion because, again, people don't really take the French league seriously. So for someone like Mbappe to even be considered a top three contender, he would have to basically win the Champions League. And he would have had to win the Euros with France, which he didn't. I could say Haaland last season, another guy, scored over 40 goals. He was better than Jorginho last season. And there's a lot of names. I even think Kante was better than Jorginho last season. But it's a good shout out to talk about Jorginho. Well done to him for even being in the list. But I do think he will be in the top three. The main debate, though, is about two guys, Lewandowski, Messi. Listen, I've seen so many debates about this, There's a lot of people who think Lewandowski should win it. I'll give the reasons people have given. There's a lot of people who think Messi should win. Let's talk about Lewandowski so far. Last season, exceptional. We all know that. Scored ton of goals last season. Won the league with Bayern Munich. Broke Gerd Muller's record in the Bundesliga, scoring over 40 goals, which is obviously a big deal. So he was a record breaker last season, scored a ton of goals in the league. In the Champions League, he was unfortunate. We all know that due to injury, he missed the game against PSG where obviously they knocked out Bayern Munich last season. But in terms of individual season, he was great. Scored a lot of goals. Dominance. So that's the argument for him. Broke Gerd Muller's record, the highest goal scorer across the whole of Europe. Now, we have Messi, who, the reasons why I think he should win it, and the reason people who think he deserves to win it is Messi, of course, had a great individual season. In La Liga, even though Barca did not win it, he was the standout player. He was the top goal scorer, top assist player. He still helped this very average Barcelona side win even the Copa del Rey. The fact that they even challenged for the league and were not even far off from winning it was down to the brilliance of Messi. And you only have to go watch Barcelona this season to see what is going on there. You've heard Koeman say Messi was hiding a lot of the issues with his individual brilliance, at Barcelona. And then obviously the most important of it is that Messi won an international trophy with Argentina. Something that he was criticised for many years. Never won a trophy with his country. Where he absolutely dominated and was the standout player in that tournament. He had the most goals, the most assists, voted the best player in that whole tournament. Now, because it's Copa America and it's not a European tournament, everyone is almost acting like it's not to the same level as the Euros. This is what a lot of people are saying, But what is Messi supposed to do? Is he supposed to change nationalities, like to go and participate in the Euros? Let me tell you something. First of all, if the guy chose to play for Spain, he would have won every single trophy, because we know Spain did that. But the guy won the Copa America, something that he failed to do so many times. It is not easy. You've got probably 5 of like the top 15 best players that play in the Copa America. You've got the Luis Suarez, you've got the Cavani's, you've got, of course, Messi himself, like Taro Martinez, you have Neymar. Like, the list can go on and on. So it's not like the Copa America. Just because it's not to the same level of the Euros, people are almost trying to act like what Messi achieved isn't that great of a big deal, when everyone was laughing at him before, saying you can't win anything. But it's not that he won it. He was the main factor of them winning it. He was the main factor of the small success Barcelona had last season. And now, when it comes down to, obviously, I had a debate earlier on with a guy who's saying Lewandowski should win it because it's not his fault that Poland are not a strong team, a country that can challenge basically to win international trophies, which I agree with. But then if we're going to use that argument for Lewandowski to say, you know what, we shouldn't judge him at international level because his country just isn't good enough, then we need to use the same argument to see the greatness of what Messi did last season, because he played for a Barca team which is nowhere near as good as Bayern Munich, Man City, PSG, so many teams. Like, that Barcelona team was so whack, yeah? And I watch them week in, week out. Now, people who don't watch football in different countries on a week-to-week basis do not see that. They just wait till the Champions League comes on and then judge teams based on that. Everyone knows for the last 5-6 years, Barcelona have not been a good team. They haven't been a good team. Like, it was an aged team, a lot of old players. The defense is really terrible. Now, so if we're going to use that argument for Lewandowski at international level, then we need to use that same argument for Messi at club level. So both had disadvantages for, one had it with his national team, the other had it with his club team. But despite Messi having such a whack team last season, 38 goals. 38 goals last season. Let me remind everyone he's not a striker. Now, so when people talk, people are going to compare them by goals are scored. People have to understand. One is an out-and-out number 9 playing for possibly the best team in the world. The other is a playmaker. He's here to make the game easy for his teammates. He's there to create. And then he scores goals. So the numbers, if this wasn't Lionel Messi, if this was someone else that scored 38 goals and top scorer in La Liga, most assists and all of these things, he would be getting praise like there's no tomorrow. With Messi, it's almost as people have accepted it. So, at the end of the day, the two standout things, because let's be honest, in the Bundesliga, no one judges Bayern by winning the league title every year. They win it every single year. They're by far the most dominant team in that league, In Spain, there's more teams that challenge for it. So we're not going to judge Messi and Lewandowski from what they achieved at club level. We're going to judge them individually. And like I said, the only thing we're going to say about Lewandowski last season, which was incredible, is that he broke a record that stood for so many years. And then, that's his main achievement last season. Messi's main achievement last season is he carried his country to the final of an major international tournament and was the best player, the top scorer, the most assist player and maker. So what more? So the bias, because obviously I'm seeing, it's probably a lot of Ronaldo fans who obviously do not want to see Messi win another Ballon d'Or, who are pushing for this narrative as well to help Lewandowski win the case. I'm not here to say that Lewandowski doesn't deserve it. If it went to him, I will also say that he achieved great things. It's not going to be like a robbery if he wins it. But I think Messi does deserve it, because if you look at everything, you will understand this is a guy that played with a very, very average Barcelona team, and to score the amount of goals and create the amount of assists and chances create, he was unstoppable, towards the end of last season. And then went on to win a trophy with his country. Lewandowski scored goals almost every single game last season. And scoring goals is not an easy thing to do. So you have to praise him for that. But this is not a top goal scorer award. I know in the past they've done that, giving the trophy to the guy that scored the most and the guy that's won the Champions League. And another thing as well, let me remind you guys, in 2018, when Luka Modric won the Ballon d'Or, yeah, they gave him the Ballon d'Or because, yes, he was influential in Real Madrid winning the Champions League, but the main reason they gave it to him was because he was the standout player for his national team and took his country to a final that they didn't win, by the way. But they still gave him that Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo scored X amount of goals that season. Lionel Messi scored 45 goals that season and wasn't even in the top 3. So that disqualifies the argument of whoever scored the most goals. Had Lewandowski won the Champions League last year, it would have been hands out. You could give him that because you can say, even though, like, you can say, yeah, his country's not good enough to win the tournaments because they're not even one of the favourites. But he won the Champions League and he broke records, you know. But that didn't happen. This is why we're having this discussion. Now, there could be also a sympathy vote of Lewandowski did deserve to win the Ballon d'Or the year before, which we know was cancelled. That year, he was by far the standout player, you know. Everyone knew Lewandowski was going to win it. They cancelled it, obviously, because of many reasons. Some leagues had to finish short because of the whole pandemic and whatnot. So, could there be some, you know, some people who feel like, you know, a bit of sympathy there because he deserved to win it last year and it was cancelled? Should we vote for him this year? But people need to be fair. Like, when it comes to Messi, I understand there's a whole fan base who are against him because of the competition that he has with one of their favourite players. But let's be honest. The guy just won an international trophy with his country, being the best player at the tournament. He was by far the standout player in La Liga. Benzema, you can say, gave him a run for his money, but he outscored Benzema. And he out-assisted everyone in that league as well. So what he done individually is great. He scored a few amount of goals in the Champions League as well. Barcelona just weren't good enough. Like, that's just the reality. So for me, Messi deserves to win it. But if Lewandowski wins it, I won't be mad at him because I do feel like he deserved it last year. And I do feel like he had a great year as well. I just feel people need to be consistent with what the excuses they've used in the past for other players, you know, because in the past, it's not about scoring the most goals, because if it was about scoring the most goals, then Haaland and Mbappe will automatically be in the top 3 this year, because they outscored, last season, they outscored a lot of players. They outscored Messi, they outscored Ronaldo, they outscored, you know, Neymar, a lot of players. But it's not a goal-scoring contest. It's who was the best player of last year, and now there's many things you can look out of it. And like I said, Lewandowski, that record-breaking season thing is what has even brought the limelight to him. Because had Lewandowski not broke the record, he still would have been in the top 3, but people would have said he's won the Bundesliga that Bayern win every single year anyways, and that would have just been end of story, you know, because he didn't win the Champions League last year. But with Messi as well, had Barcelona, we've seen Messi had incredible seasons. Barcelona don't win the Champions League. The trophy, the Ballon d'Or was already awarded to basically a Real Madrid player, well, Ronaldo, that's won the Champions League. But this year, there's none of that. This year, like, the team that won the Champions League, Jorginho is the name that's coming out, and everyone knows he doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or. He was influential for his teams. He wasn't the standout player for Chelsea. Was he not? He was not the standout player for Italy as well. He should not be in the top 3, but he will be there. But is it like who's won the most trophy contest, or is it the best? Who's been the best player at the calendar year? And it's really hard because, like I said, people vote based on different things. Some people vote based on people breaking records. Some people vote based on people winning trophies. Some people vote based on people actually having the best year, watching them play, watching how influential they are, and see the dominance they've had at club and at international level. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think Lionel Messi deserves the Ballon d'Or for 2020. We know he's the last Ballon d'Or winner, and I know that a lot of people do not want to see him win the 7th because that will make that gap from Ronaldo so big, you know. And obviously, we all know the media wants it to be close. They don't want it to be where one's left the other behind. So we'll see what happens anyways. Let me know who you guys think should win a Ballon d'Or. Like, comment, subscribe.